the late Idi Amin Dada, of course, the Idi Amin, the uncovered power, fear, and legacy that he did right here in Uganda. So much more have been happening when I've been trying to do interviews around and talking to the people about way back time from 1971 up to 79, and of course, after he was overthrown, attacked. Remember, all those stories I've been really covering them, and of course, those episodes will be really coming on my channel. But I want to appreciate everybody who has been really subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for the love, and for the friends who have been really commenting on the video of the presidential cars. All right, we're gonna do those episodes again because we feel like you people love to see those cars of our leaders right in Uganda. Mainly, the love has been so much coming up from Kenya. Thank you so much, friends from Kenya, Tanzania, United States, and right in Uganda. Thank you so much too for the love and support that you've been really giving us right on the channel. That is really an amazing things that you guys are doing again. And now we gotta be talking about the late Idi Amin Dada and talking about him being the last king of Scotland and being the British conqueror. He did great, and I believe. I don't know if he did great, but a couple of people have been really saying that he did great towards what he had to do after he overthrown Dr. Milton Obote in 1971 when Obote had left Uganda to go to Singapore for the conference that he had. And remember, before that, they were saying there was saga that happened between him and the late President Milton Obote and Amin, whereby he ordered one of the army chief commander to go and attack, kill Obote. Obote to be like he actually told Okoya to go and arrest Idi Amin Dada due to the saga that happened right in Congo. It is believed that these people had brought in gold and amazing things coming up from from Congo, and then he brought them to Uganda. So Obote knew about it, and of course the corruption, the money took, kind of that. So much stories will be really coming, but I really want to appreciate everybody who happens to watch and stream live with us right on my channel. Much more content that will be really coming. So thank you so much. So talking about his lifestyle, he was born in 1925 in Uganda, Koboko district. That's where he was born, and later on he joined army as by then, if you had a lot of strength, you big enough, you would really join army. And that's what happened long time ago, and it was really an incredible thing. But talking about the late himself, how he managed to rise to the major rank because of his incredible skills. He was a fighter, he was a boxer, and he joined army. And after that, joining army right in Uganda, he raised and slowly by slowly. But after that, it was a colonial army because they told us, but then Uganda had not really got independence until Uganda got its independence in 1966. When they got independence, this army were reserved into the Uganda army, and he was there. So thank you so much, Nim Van. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really talking about the legacy and the legacy of Dr. Milton of Idi Amin Dada as he led Uganda, and much more things that happened. So we are really trying to give you a brief story about it, and of course we see how he managed to lead, because we've been really talking about dictators right in Africa, dictators around Asia, dictators around Southern America, but the countries are not moving to our expectation as people right here in living in these countries. That's why you've seen people migrating from here to go to Europe to work, and people happen to say, I'm going to cross the Mediterranean Sea because they want to go and find a better life right in Europe, or people trying to go to USA, people trying to go to those developed countries so that they happen to have a new life. But how can we really combat, how can we really empower these African countries so that people in those countries can bear to be in their countries? But all becomes, hello, how are you doing? So all comes out because of the nature of the politics in the country, the nature of the leadership in those countries, and you find yourself like these people cannot happen to live in their countries because life is in their countries. But all becomes from the leaders who are leading these countries having a vision. Everybody has been really desiring to go to USA. We call the American dream, but still even the Americans cannot find the American dream due to a lot of expensive things. Things have changed, and then you cannot find that. But thank you so much for streaming live wherever you're watching. My name is Ron Sechuranda. So we talk about this kind of life and how it can really happen to be. But when you talk about the cause of poverty in countries, you talk about from the colonial rule to the leaders who happen to be right in Uganda, from Kabaka Mutesa the second, coming up to Milton Obote, coming up to Milton Obote, coming up to Idi Amin Dada, and also coming up to again Milton Obote, Binais, Tito Kerutwa, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and a lot of them that have been really coming up to, lead this country, which is an incredible things for them. But are they, when you talk about the leaders who first led the country, do they have a vision to say, how would we love this country to be in 40 years or 50 years? When you talk about Washington, you talk about Franklin Washington, you talk about leaders who, the founding fathers of the United States of America, they have done good. No, we not eat palm nama. Hey, we are starving. Yeah, we are starving. Sure, people are starving, but I believe we ourselves we need to see. And I was talking upon, I've been really doing a couple of videos, putting a couple of notes on my social media handles, trying to tell people how do we really tap into our leaders and how can we really make it to have a better life as we Ugandans and as we people living in Africa. For example, Nigeria, you talk about Uganda, you talk about West Africa, you talk about East Africa, you talk about Southern Africa. This country is really living absolutely poverty, and opportunities are for those who can get them. If you can't join, a lot of things that happen. So that's what we're talking about. But thank you so much, Davey, for joining my live. My name is Bonsi Tranda. You can like and share, subscribe. You can happen to subscribe to my channel so that we can happen to make sure we change the world together. And you guys who can engage in and tell us what do you think about how can we make when we talk about the legacy of these leaders. And most of the people are talking about the late Idi Amin Dada, like saying he was one of the leaders who had a dream for the country, wanted Uganda to be a boost, to be economically stable, and also, but due to some circumstances that happened, I think it didn't really work out for him to, things go on as it was supposed to be, like as he thought, because of the wars attack, because he attacked Tanzania, and that Tanzania reacted by attacking him, and that made to his downfall because of attacking another nation instead of really making a friendship with Tanzania and Kenya and other countries. But those are the things that happened. But thank you so much, guys, for joining. I'm gonna be. It is over. I really didn't want to stream a lot, but thank you so much for streaming live and for joining me. Always, we love you guys. But now I'm gonna really sign out because I gotta do something a little bit here. But thank you so much again for streaming live.